Bob, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you so much for all of your patience while we deal with some technical difficulties over here. I have to say, as a millennial, I grew up with you as TV's dad, and so
Yeah.
it was incredibly shocking for me later on in my life when I discovered that your stand-up was not, the
Yeah.
wholesome sort of let's sit you down deej with a moral to today's story. What was that like for you? I've always wondered, being that kind of
Well, I
stand-up and
started
getting.
out as stand-up at about 16 years old, and my comedy was always weird. I won a radio contest when I was 17, singing a song about bondage, so something was always wrong. You know, my dad had a thick sense of humor, and we had a lot of loss in our family constantly, and so this is where my safe place was just doing adolescent humor. And I never grew out of it, except I try to be more articulate, especially now when I get to go out and do stand-up again. It will be, irreverent, including the reason I called, which is our big benefit, which will be irreverent because of the comedians I have on it. And is it okay if I dive into it?
Absolutely, please do.
Thank you. I lost my sister in 1994 to a disease called scleroderma, and it means hardening of the skin. And sometimes people get Raynaud's arthritis. You get the blue fingertips, and you're fine. You can live that way. Your life is okay, but then sometimes, in my sister's case, in a lot of the 300,000 people's cases, it can go internal, and your lungs can just give. Not unlike with COVID-19, pulmonary hypertension, you can die from your lungs hardening and failing. And so we've raised over $45 million in over 30 years, and we can't do a live benefit. We've always done them live. We did them in L.A. Last time we did it in L.A., I had on stage John Mayer, John Stamos, Ken Jeong, the Dave Chappelle, and then in New York I had John Oliver and Gilbert Gottfried and Andy Cohen and Michael Che. And so we're doing a virtual event, and it's this Sunday, the 18th, and it's going to be at. Are you guys in Mountain Time? Or are you in?
We're Eastern.
Time? You're Eastern. There you go. I know where I am. I'm in Michigan. What's wrong with me? Oh my! I know where you are. All my friends are there right now. A bunch of them. And so yes, it's going to be 8 o'clock this Sunday at night on YouTube, and it's going worldwide. And the pre-show starts at 7:30. And it's amazing what we're doing. I'm doing it live with Susan Feniger, the top chef, Two Hot Tamales, who's been involved from the very beginning. And there are different ticket prices that people can get. They go to srfcure.org, the Scleroderma Research Foundation. So it's srfcure.org, and I'll tell you who's performing and being on the show. And if you type in the promo code BOB, you can get a $50 ticket, which is our new low ticket, and then you can go up to $20,000 if you just won at the races or something. But the appearances and people performing, we have three amazing music acts who are Kelly Clarkson. She did an amazing thing for us, and John Mayer, who also signed a guitar that's in our auction, and also Pat Monahan from Train. It's just beautiful. I'm very lucky that I have friends. Jason Alexander is going to be on. He lost a stepsister to scleroderma. Jack Black will be on. Reggie Brown, Bill Burr, who's going to really tear at me because that's what he does. Jim Gaffigan, Jeff Garland, Nikki Glazer, Regina Hall, whose mother had scleroderma and is well now. I sent her to Johns Hopkins, one of the centers of excellence that we fund. They have an amazing one. We fund Stanford and UCSF. It's really about research, and Regina's mom's doing great, and Ken Jeong thinks he's a doctor, so he's there. And George Lopez and Howie Mandel. John Mayer's going to sing, as I said. Joel McHale. We have a auction item where he and I will drink tequila shots and get drunk with someone on Zoom. And Pat Monahan, I said, Ray Romano, Jeff Ross, Sarah Silverman, John Stamos, who's last on the bill, and he's amazing. He told me what he's prepared. It's really fantastic. And he is also offering two Zoom items. One's to talk with me to people, and then another one, he's going to read story time to little kids. But I have a feeling a lot of ladies are going to be signing up for story time. So it's a wonderful event. It's going to be about 90 minutes long, and it's a real television show. We're not waiting for a bunch of bad Zoom connections like you see on so many of these shows where the Wi-Fi goes out. This is done in a studio. We have COVID testing. We're going to be socially distant, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's Sunday, again, at 8 o'clock, and the pre-show starts at 7:30. So that's what we're doing to try to raise money, because we need it for research. And we know that COVID is the thing that we're focusing on right now, but this is related in a way. It's an autoimmune disease. It isn't a virus, but they both affect your lungs to the point where you need unusual amounts of help. So this is what we're doing for all the hundreds of thousands of people affected that we want to help and save.
Well, just because we're dealing with a global pandemic doesn't mean that everything else has been put on hold. There are still definitely some causes out there that we need to shift our focus to. And maybe while shifting our focus to them, we'll have a little bit of a break from all this other stuff going on, and we'll do some good out there. Bob Saget, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show. I would tell you good luck with the fundraiser, but if you've got John Stamos reading from 50 Shades of Grey, I think you guys are going to be okay.
No, it's going to be a children's book. I think it'll be Everybody Poops or something.
Oh, that's even better. Fantastic.
Or a Goodnight Moon. I don't know. But thank you, Stephanie. I really appreciate it.
You have a great day and come back soon.
You too. I look forward to it. Boy, I can't wait to perform there. It'll be probably a year from now, but I'm coming back. So
awesome. I'll get tickets.
Be well. All my best.